here at 6. Former President Donald Trump responding after pleading not guilty in federal court today. This is the first time in history a U.S. president is facing federal charges.
It was a historic day in Miami. Trump is facing 37 charges related to documents kept at Mar-a-Lago. Let's bring in our chief legal correspondent, Katie Barlow, to break down what happened. Katie?
Well, good evening to both of you. Former President Donald Trump was in court today for a total of about 45 minutes. He pleaded not guilty to 37 charges related to unauthorized retention and willful retention of national defense information, as well as obstruction of justice. Just a reminder here, take a look at the charges that President Trump is facing. The detailed indictment lays out a story of a man who kept national defense information without authorization. And a reminder here, national defense information is the information that the intelligence community has determined would pose a risk to the national security of the United States if it's retained or disseminated without proper authorization. Those first 31 charges you see there are based on 31 individual documents that Trump allegedly kept without authorization, including information about nuclear capabilities, military weaknesses, and a plan of attack. Magistrate Judge Jonathan Goodman presided during today's initial appearance. Goodman said that neither Trump nor his co-defendant, Walt Nauta, pose a flight risk, so he did not impose travel restrictions on the men. Trump and Nauta will be free to travel both domestically and internationally. His passport was not required to be surrendered, so that certainly makes it easier to travel on the campaign trail, which Trump hit just moments after leaving the courthouse.
I think it's a rigged deal here. We have a rigged country. We have a country that's corrupt. We have a country that's got no borders. We have a country that's got nothing but problems. We're a nation in decline. And then they do this stuff. And you see where the people are. We love the people. And you see where they are. You see the crowds and everything else. We have a country that is in decline like never before. And we can't let it happen.
Trump made a campaign pit stop at a diner in Miami just after his initial appearance in court. A reminder that many of the folks there to greet him and who were standing outside the courthouse today, if they live there in Florida, are members of a potential jury pool for this criminal case. Trump will also host a fundraiser in Bedminster, New Jersey tonight.
And I'm sure he's going to have a lot to say about this. I mean, his fans were already coming, his fans and supporters were coming out today saying this is a weaponization of the Justice Department. But again, 37 federal charges, Katie. What exactly happens after today?
Well, we will be looking for what's called a scheduling conference for the magistrate judge and/or Judge Eileen Cannon, who is a Trump appointee appointed to oversee this case, to set out the next steps. And both sides will have to come in and agree on dates and times to talk about what comes next. We also could potentially expect a request for a conference to talk about the classified information that will be involved in this case as part of the evidence that is pending against the former president.
All right. Thank you, Katie. Katie Barlow.